So this is a standard marine radar that we use on board. We have 4 of these on board. You can see most of them up in the mast that's located directly above us, and we also have one that's located forward on the bow. I have right now on the screen, I have 3 targets, as we call them, or ships, and they're displayed by little yellow blotches that will appear all around us. These radars are incorporated with a computer that does a lot of mathematical calculations in order to give me speed vectors and courses and any other pertinent information that I will need. Now when we're out in the open ocean and we want you guys to have a very pleasant night out on the open decks, we can also see the rain and avoid certain scattered showers that do occur frequently in the Caribbean. So we actually not only avoid ships, but we also avoid showers, just to keep you guys extra happy. So what we have now is an automated identification system, or an AIS. And this is what it consists of a transponder and as well as a display unit on board. And what that transponder does is it actually is constantly transmitting a signal to other ships within a certain area, and they can see all our information as well as we can see theirs if they carry the same transponder. I can click on a certain vessel that's displayed on my electronic chart, such as the Saria, who is a cargo ship over here across my shoulder, and I can click on her and see that her exact position on the globe. I can see her speed, and I can see her name, and I can also as well see what port she might be calling to next and what time she'll arrive there. So unlike paper charts that we have on board as well that require drawers and drawers of storage space, we have electronic charts, as you've seen here, that only require a hard disk. As you can see here, we are now in New York City, and I have the chart for New York City, and that took me all of 5 seconds, but if I needed to do that, it would take me about 15 minutes to go in the back, research the catalog numbers, and pull out the correct chart. Okay, so what you see here is we have the ship's wheel. Gone are the days of 2 guys standing there with a 6-foot wheel in diameter. Now we just have a nice little wheel here. When we're at sea, we will switch over to our autopilot so that give our quartermasters a nice break. And this basically just controls the ship's heading and keeps us going on a straight line. So what you'll find back here is more controls for our systems that we have on board. These right here are your most favorite piece of equipment that I think we have on board, besides the Viking Crown, is our fin stabilizers. These will actually keep us from rolling too much and stop you from having a very good vacation on board. The 3 GPSs that we have on board, 2 of them are back here and we have 1 up forward. And they are all tied into all the equipment that I've previously showed you, such as my electronic chart, as well as my radars, to always give me an updated position. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, on this wonderful ship, we still do carry the sextant, which has been around for roughly around 300 years. And we use it as a backup of our electronic systems in order to put a position on the chart, as I've shown you. So up here on the bridge, we're monitoring pretty much everything 24/7. And one of those main things is our fire detection system. On board the Enchantment of the Seas, we have the Atronica fire detection system, and this is tied into every detector that you see above you in your cabin, or whether you're walking around the ship. Every detector, and as well as all those nice doors that you pass through, probably without noticing, the fire doors. This is all monitored constantly in the system, and as you can see, when I'm scrolling through the ship, I can simply click on a cabin say 7052, and I know that everything in that cabin is okay. On board this beautiful cruise ship, we are equipped with many watertight doors in order to keep our watertight integrity in case something bad were to happen, as in a collision or a grounding. Unlike the Titanic, our watertight doors are very much functional and they work properly. So what we have over here are the bridge wings. We have the exact same one on the starboard side of the vessel, and this is actually where the captain or anybody he designates does all the maneuvering. The same controls I showed you over in the middle of the ship are actually located out here as well, just maybe in a downsized version. When we were speaking earlier, we were at anchor. Today we're at sea, and this is the typical bridge setup for a vessel at sea. We have the officer of the watch, who is myself, in charge of the navigation of the ship. And we have a quartermaster or a lookout whose sole purpose is to keep a lookout outside these windows and report any objects or vessels or land or anything he sees to me, where I can take the appropriate action for that. So all your Marine officers on board this cruise ship and cargo ships, we all carry similar licenses. Tomorrow, I could end up on a liquefied natural gas carrier, but I much prefer the cruise ships.